Welcome to About the House. The Global Organisation of Parliaments, the Inter-Parliamentary Union, is the focal point for worldwide parliamentary dialogue. The Union aims to promote the establishment of representative democracy across the globe. For over 50 years, Australia's been an active member of the Union through sharing parliamentary practice and procedures with other nations. Martin Chungong, Secretary-General of the Inter-Parliamentary Union, recently visited Australia to promote the work of the IPU and its renewed focus on the Pacific region. He says that for democratic institutions to be effective, they need to be transparent, accountable and representative.
It's important to promote democracy for obvious reasons. I think it's proven its worth, and we're saying that for any democracy to be robust, you need a strong parliament, and we've gone ahead and identified those core values that should be embodied by any strong parliament, and the foremost value is that of representativeness. We're saying that parliaments have to be representative of society as a whole, not only in terms of the sociological components of society, but also the issues that Parliament deals with. They have to mediate between the interests of entire society. The Parliament has to be transparent, it has to be accountable, it has to be accessible to the people and effective. So these are criteria by which we judge parliaments to be democratic, more democratic or less democratic.
As part of its work with the IPU, the House of Representatives International Parliamentary Relations Office regularly hosts visitors from other parliaments. Delegates share experiences and ideas about work in the chamber, committee inquiries and how to best engage citizens. Through these discussions, parliamentarians and staff learn how to improve transparency and accountability, key ingredients for a healthy democracy. The Secretary-General says it's important that parliaments continue to be open to new ways of doing things, as democracy is always a work in progress.
It's true that there are some parliaments that are going to say, listen, we have deep-seated democracy, we have achieved democracy. But we tell those parliaments, you have to be careful. Democracy is never a finished product. It's always a work in progress, and you have to keep perfecting democracy. And that's the beauty of democracy. That's a system that is self-perfecting. It allows you to assess your performance and see how you can improve upon it. So this is the message we are giving to everybody in the world, and even in the what you call the deep-seated democracies, there are big challenges that they face. For instance, you have disenchantment of the youth with the whole democratic process. How do you bring in the youth? You just need to look at voter turnout at elections, where in systems where voting is not mandatory, see, there's very low voter turnout. So these are challenges that even those deep-rooted democracies are facing, and we're telling them they have to be careful.
Not all countries are members of the Inter-Parliamentary Union, but this is something the Secretary-General would like to see change, particularly when it comes to parliaments of the Pacific. One of Martin Chungong's goals as the IPU Secretary-General is to improve the universality of the Union by addressing more of the issues facing smaller island nation parliaments.
And I want to reach out to them. I know that in the past the challenge has been for them to come to us, the IPU, but now I want to go to them, and that is one of the reasons why I'm here in Australia, and I'm going to New Zealand and trying to talk to the parliaments of the Pacific to see how we can be useful to them, to address issues that are relevant to them and not just the global issues that tend to drown out the specific interests of this country. So we want to come up with a win-win situation. And the issues that we're addressing, for instance, gender equality, are topical. Fighting violence against women, and I'm very glad that Speaker Bishop is very supportive of the work that we are doing or planning to do. And Fiji happens to be an example of where the international community has been robust in supporting the return to democracy. And it is our duty together to work towards sustaining that democracy, not only in Fiji but also in other countries in the Pacific.
This year marks the 125th anniversary of the Inter-Parliamentary Union. You can find out more at ipu.org.